Welcome to Fitz Factor, the show where you learn how to master the stock market with Dan Fitzpatrick, the stock market mentor. Dan is a savvy trader with more than 25 years of experience helping traders like you reach their financial goals. You can see Dan on Fox Business, CNBC, Investors Business Daily, and SiriusXM Radio. In this podcast, Dan shares his insights on trading, life, and attaining long-term success in the market.
When you define your risk for each trade and the current risk in your account, you take control of what seems to be uncontrollable. You can't control what the market does. All right. Everybody knows that. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. A lot of people don't think that they're not in control of the market, and they will wish and they will hope and they will pray, and then they'll get mad when the market doesn't do what they expect it to do. You see the perfect pattern. Oh, I know this is going to break out. It's going to reverse. This is an awesome inverse head and shoulder pattern. Oh, I see the relative strength is high, or I got a feeling about this and I know this stock's going to turn around. So a lot of people have all of those emotions, and they mistake those emotions for intuition. And I will tell you this, if you're brand new to trading, you don't have any intuition. You're not good enough to have intuition, frankly. What you're really doing is hoping and praying and imagining what would happen. You're counting your dollars before you make them. So let's just have this as an established fact that you can't control what the market does, but you can absolutely control your own actions. Now, think about it. You control what stock you take a position in. You take control of what you buy, when you sell, how much you buy, and how much you sell. And all of these are fluid things, yet a lot of people tend to make them static things where you're buying all at once. You're selling all at once. You're buying according to how you feel about it. If you feel really good about a stock or really good about a trade, then you pile in. And if you're not really so sure, then you wind up taking a small position. You don't pass on it, but you take a small position. And then the interesting thing is, if you got a hunch and you take a really big position in a stock, here's your problem. You have virtually no margin for error, because if the stock moves against you and you have a really big position in it, then it can only move against you a little bit, and your really big position turns into a really big loss, even though the stock didn't reverse very much. So you have to really be in control of all these things, and they absolutely are in your control. So you control this, right? Okay, all of this we know. Managing the actions as a trader is really an axiom of trading. If you don't have control over your own actions, you are not going to succeed as a trader. It's a prerequisite of trading success that you have what I call effective behavior management. You are the weak link in your trading chain. Sorry, that's it. And what you need to be doing is shoring up that weak link, getting rid of that weak link by using rules and procedures and processes rather than just hunches and intuition. Okay, trading is somewhat of an art, but it's an art with discipline in it. It's an art with math in it. If you don't know the mathematics, you're done. Okay, so if you fail to do this, it's only a matter of time before you're going to throw in the towel. That's just inevitable. Okay, but this controlling of your emotions and your behavior, your actions, this is not the only type of control necessary to succeed. There's something else that you can control. You can control exactly what you are risking on each trade. You can't control the stock, but you can also control your account risk. What is account risk? Okay, this is the most important thing, actually. It's the amount of dollars you are risking right now in your account based on the sum of the difference between your cost basis of each specific and individual position and the stops you have set on each specific and individual position. All of these dollars together can be added up to find out exactly what your account risk is. Exactly. In other words, if shall we say, the spit hits the fan, if this happens and all of your stops get hit, what's left in your account? This is something that most traders never consider, and it's a big mistake. Now, just as a rule of thumb, and this is pretty well known, depending on your skill level and a few other things, you should never on any one position be risking more than 1.5% to 2% of your account. Not of the trade. I'm not talking about having a stop within 1.5% or 2% of your entry. And I'm not talking about positions that are 1.5% or 2% of your account. I'm talking about where's your cost basis and where's your stop. And if you get hit, your account should not get hit by more than 1.5% to 2%. Now, depending on what the market's doing, frankly, I'm kind of a 1% guy. I don't like to lose money. I'm okay with losing a little bit of money, but I don't like to have my account hit by that much. And so I tend to keep a pretty tight leash on things. Now, when you set your stop for each position, you have your defined risk on that position. By the way, think about this. Let me go back for just a second. Let's say you have 10 trades going and you're risking 1.5% of your account. Okay. So when all of those trades are added up and you're taking those losses on every single trade, your account is down 15%. Whatever it is, your account's down 15%. So if the very worst happens, your account is going to take a hit. And you can say, well, I don't want to be down 15%. And I'll say back to you, this is just simple math. If you don't want to be down 15%, if everything that could go wrong does go wrong, well, then what are you going to do? You need to make some adjustments. Okay, these are things that you can do. You have control over these things. So you can trade better when you have no fear. When you have stops on each position, you've got your defined risk in that position. No fear, just resignation that you're going to lose X amount of dollars as a worst case scenario, or you're going to make money. So your stops are actually your safety net. When you know your account risk, you trade with confidence because your money's protected. You know exactly how much is in the vault if the bears come into your bank and rob the tellers. Now, the money in the drawer is stolen. Okay, that's when all your stops are hit, but the vault is sealed. You know exactly what you've got.
If you're getting value from this podcast, click the subscribe button and sign up for Dan's free daily videos at stockmarketmentor.com.
Now, if you're sitting at your desk right now and thinking that you can't succeed as a trader, well, this is all too tough. It's too complicated. I suck. I'm not going to be able to do this. This is really hard. There's way too much to learn. Think about this for a minute. And this applies to everybody. Now, when you were a baby, you're crawling around on your knees. Actually, before that, you're just flopping around. But you're crawling around on your knees. You're up in your high chair drinking from a sippy cup, and you're using your diapers as your personal toilet. When you finally learned to walk, you only did it after falling a lot of times, all the time. But you picked yourself up with a smile on your face. But you did it. They say the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Well, when you're a little kid, you fall, but you're not really falling that hard. So you smile. Now you're an adult. Look at you. You're walking upright. You're drinking from a glass every once in a while. You got something that's 21 and older. You're using the toilet when the need arises. The toilet, the thing that you used to climb up on. You're using toilet paper to clean up rather than crying and waiting for mommy or daddy to clean up the glorious gift that you have made just for them. So if you can accomplish all that, you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. You will not accomplish anything without deciding that that's something that's worth accomplishing and then working towards that. So think about this. Just decide that you want to succeed at trading. Now, you may be saying, well, I just kind of like trading, but it's fun. Not really thinking too much about making money. It's just fun. I'm listening to this podcast. I wonder what I can buy next. That could be you. And there's no embarrassment there. There's no shame in that at all. But at least you have to know that is you. You have to have some kind of self-understanding, some self-awareness. Why are you trading? Now, most of our members absolutely want to succeed at trading. Just opened up Option Market Mentor along with Stock Market Mentor. And we have a lot of folks who are saying, okay, well, it's time to trade options. So I'm working with people on that. And we're starting slow. We're starting small. We're not doing any triple wing wombats or flying butterflies with a, broken wing or double whammies, any of that crap. We're doing really, really basic stuff. And why are we starting with basic stuff? Number one, because that's all you need to do is make money. And that's really what this is all about, right? Other than you action junkies who are not really concerned about making money, you just need the dopamine fix. So anyway, I'm starting small with options, and then that gives our stock traders another avenue to actually make more money. So that's what I'm doing with Option Market Mentor. And we're also going to start Crypto Market Mentor with my sidekick, Scott McGregor. So the point is, not to get you interested in that, you're going to do what you're going to do. But the point is, you need to understand whether you want to make money or whether you're just having fun. If you decide that you want to succeed at trading, then do the things necessary, do the things that are important to do in order to succeed, rather than just walking around with a full diaper. Okay, you can do this. You just need to decide that you will do this. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for listening to Fitz Factor with Dan Fitzpatrick. If you like this, then you'll love Dan's premium service at stockmarketmentor.com, where you can learn how to trade stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. Click the link below and get access to real-time trading alerts, a community of traders just like you, and live training sessions each week. Get the trading edge that you need at stockmarketmentor.com.